So I'm working at a private boarding school named the Hotchkiss School, Lakeville, Connecticut. I'm coaching squash. There's a coat and tie dress code. It's that kind of place. I live in a dorm. All the faculty live in dorms. And one of the other faculties is a guy named Peter Locke. Peter Locke's about my age. He's a huge asshole. He's one of those guys, he sees your insecurity, your weakness, and he's just going to needle you about that and just make fun of you and just laugh and laugh and laugh. We played these games of FIFA, the soccer game. He beat me 15-0 and just laughed hysterically the whole time. I couldn't stand Peter. He drove me nuts. I didn't know how to handle him. He knew that, and he would make fun of me for that. So I kind of loved and hated him at the same time. I loved that he could see me for who I was, but I hated that he saw that I was self-conscious and shy and really nervous. So we got this weird frenemy relationship. Fast forward a couple of years, I'm teaching at another school, Deerfield Academy, similar kind of place. I get laid off from that school and don't know what I want to do. I'm heartbroken, miserable, depressed, confused on a number of levels. Decide to apply to the Peace Corps, which leaves in a year, and I'm going to drive out to Madison, Wisconsin, where I am going to write a book, keep a blog about stand-up comedy, do amateur theater, and basically become famous and let the world see what a wonderful person I am and what a great writer and all that kind of stuff. So I'm out there doing this sort of Thoreauvian thing, going for walks during the day, not working, reading, updating my blog all the time. I'd reconnected with this old high school flame, and we'd send each other these long emails. I also had this weird relationship with a guy, and we would send each other really long emails. It's just this really weird kind of time. And there is one night, I'm not feeling so great, and as I do when I'm not feeling so great out there in Wisconsin, I write a blog entry. And I really pour my heart and soul into this one. It's a dialogue between me and an imaginary friend. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. Imaginary friend is like, well, you better get serious, young man. And I'm like, but I don't know. And it just goes back and forth like this. I finish this, I look at it, I think, and I'm like, this is gold, man. Like, this is awesome. This is so good. And I post it on Facebook. The link with a comment, I comment on my own link being like, one of my best pieces so far. I'm very proud of this. I think you guys should check it out. I go to bed tonight with that kind of Christmas morning anticipatory feeling of like, I'm going to wake up, there's going to be tons of comments, and they're all going to be glowing, and I literally cannot sleep. I'm so excited about the great commenting on this blog. So, I get up, and I'm, in this room that's unfurnished. I don't have a chair. I have or whatever. It's this kind of nasty place. And I look at my blog. First entry is from this guy Mark, the guy I've been involved with, which is like, we all go through these times, George, of confusion, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. I got a master's degree once, and things worked out for me. The second comment is from Peter Locke, my old neighbor from Hotchkiss. And I still remember the comment verbatim, which is crazy. The comment said, Dear George, wow, a lot of typos in this one. I suppose I reveal myself to be a bored hack for reading all the way to the end. But I suppose your inevitable response to this is that you lie awake at night, waiting for people to comment on your schizophrenic and quixotic ramblings. Maybe you and your imaginary friend should think about making some real friends. Yours in disharmony, Peter. I was devastated. I went in my car, I went to drive around that. I just did one of those drives, like, reevaluating your life drives, where you're just like, for hours, no radio, for hours on end. I delete the entire blog, which was my cross-country road trip from that summer. The time I went to the World Cup in Germany in 2006. I delete the whole thing. I didn't save it well, so now it's gone. And a week later, I decided I'm not going to be a writer. I moved back here with my parents. I decided not to do the Peace Corps, and I decided to apply to French PhD programs. And it was an amazing decision. It was the best decision I ever made, and it was all because of my asshole friend and former neighbor, Peter Locke. Thank you.